deep, full of people. They started arriving here, believe it or not, around 3:30. They were tailgating out beyond right field. I mean, this is arguably the biggest event that Livermore has had in years.
And we highlighted Cruz Charbonneau. He leads it off for California. Merlin Newton, the second, batting second. Or Merlin Newton, the third, I should say, batting second. Had a big day in yesterday's U.S. Championship, not only at the plate, but on the mound as well. And there's a look at the crowd. There's been a buzz in Livermore for the past few days with their home Little League making a run all the way to the World Championship game as Charbonneau leads it off. First pitch in for a strike, and we are underway in the championship. So-ha Kim starts it off for South Korea on the mound. The 0-1 pitch on Charbonneau is taken for a called strike, and he goes down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up. That's on the left side. Cho, the third baseman in foul ground, puts it away.
Well, after that pop-up, be remiss if we didn't mention the flags have been blowing in from left center, and boy, have the clubs had trouble with pop-ups this entire tournament. The wind will swirl here. We've seen balls that look like they were routine fly balls end up in the infield. Speaking of the field, it looks beautiful today, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. There's Kim. He is pitching for the third time in this tournament. His first two starts were both against Aruba. And in total, he's gone 6 2/3 innings coming into tonight. 1 earned run, 3 hits allowed, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. And he gets Merlin Newton the third swinging for a 1-1 count. Newton the third in this tournament, 5 for 9, a trio of doubles, a triple, and he's driven home 8 runs. Swing and a miss, and he's down 1-2.
Those biggest games for all these players in both dugouts.
The 2-strike pitch by Kim. Fastball up and away. Last night, Newton the third batting in the 3-2 spot, went 1 for 3, knocked in 2 runs, but on the mound he went 5 innings with 7 strikeouts. 2-2. That's another soaring pop-up left side. Cho, the third baseman, makes the play again.
Well, he's one pop-up away is Cho from tying a record.
Yeah, that will never be beaten.
And quite frankly, I know we say this facetiously, but I don't think I've ever seen 3 pop-ups to a third baseman in an inning. I don't.
Well, we know how much trouble that players have had throughout this tournament with those high pop-ups and the swirling winds. This South Korea team typically playing sound defense. Just 8 errors for the tournament. It's Caleb Wan, bases empty, 2 away. A breaking ball missing outside. Our umpires tonight, that's Tracy Duez behind the plate. Jamie Perez at first. Jamie Hinojosa at second base, and Heath Messenger is at third. 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Caleb Wan. In there, called strike 1. Wan has had some big hits throughout this tournament. 2 for 3 last night with a double and a triple. He's got some serious pop in that bat, Wes.
Well, he does, and that fastball right there was in the right location for Kim. If Kim throws a ball a little bit lower than that, could end up hitting it through the wind and out of this yard. Could Wan.
Wan for the tournament batting .444. Kim's 2-2. That's a high pop-up right side out of play. So fan gets a souvenir with a 2-2 count still on Wan.
Well, Wan's timing, he's on this fastball now from Kim. Again, a little bit lower, which is his happy zone, something good could happen for NorCal.
Line foul once again toward the screen. California as a team batting .436 for the tournament entering this game. 3 games prior with double-digit runs in 2 of those games.
Well, you see Kim, the catcher for South Korea, putting the glove up high. I think they're fully aware if you throw a fastball down to Juan, he could lose it.
2-2. Check swing up top. And he holds it up. Jaime Perez, the first base umpire. Count stays 2-2 on Juan. 3-2, excuse me, full count. The pitch by Kim. Juan lets it go. That's a 2-out walk.
That's a real good at bat by Juan. Getting behind the count 1-2. He recognized they were trying to get him to offer it pitches out of the zone. And the respect that South Korea and their pitcher Kim has for Juan, we just saw it. It's a 3-2 breaking pitch.
Kim with only 3 walks in 3 games on the mound, 7 1/3 innings. Here's Mateo Duterte in there for a called strike 1. Livermore Granada baseball. Their home base is this field right here. They took down a Bollinger Canyon District 57 team last night in their 5th meeting with that team. Another pick back to first, and Juan is back safely.
We're getting a look at it there. South Korean's first baseman, Kang-min Kim. Anytime there's a throw over to first, he's not going to throw it right back to his pitcher. He's going to keep the glove on the runner.
Off goes Juan. Pitches a called strike. Throw down to second. He's safe. And Kim, the second baseman, had to race to the bag to pick that throw up.
Well, you mentioned Kim, the second baseman, was a little bit late. He's playing normal depth second base with the left-hand hitter up. And Duterte, that's why he's a little tardy getting to second.
Check swing, pitch outside. Duterte holds it up for ball 1.
Well, that's a big run out there. Yes, it's just the first inning.
Caleb Juan has 4 stolen bases now without being caught in this tournament. 2-strike pitch, and Kim spins back and looks at second.
But getting a lead early in a game like this, very beneficial.
Duterte with a pair of RBIs in this tournament. 2 singles, 2 doubles. He scored 6 runs. A flare left side and fouled away. And early on, Wes, we see California putting together some strong at-bats and making Kim work on the mound. His next pitch will be his 21st.
Well, they are, but you can't get to this game unless you are fighters and battlers on both ends, hitting and defense.
Duterte with a line drive into right field. Base hit. Juan gets the wave around third. Here comes the throw. He holds up. Smart decision. Good throw from right by Kim. It's a 2-out single for Duterte. And the West has runners on the corners.
Boy, Duterte hits this ball right on the button because he hits it so hard. NorCal can't send Juan from second base to the dish. And Kim's throw tells everybody why. This is interesting here. You see Kim, the catcher for South Korea, go out in front of the plate, giving signals to his middle infielders, telling everybody what they're going to do if the runner at first tries to steal second. Are they going to throw through, throw back to the pitcher, or throw directly to third?
Grant Sorkin has been one of the biggest threats in this California order. First pitch runs inside by Kim. Sorkin from the tournament, 7 hits in 11 tries, 6 RBIs. He's only struck out once.
Before last night's game, he was 6 for 8.
Duterte getting a...
I need that sometime. I need help doing
tying your shoes.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometime.
And lace those bad boys up. Terry could be on the move at any minute here. 1 ball, no strikes on Sorkin. Hitless last night, 0 for 3. There's a flare into left center field. Base hit. California scores the first run of the championship. 2-out RBI single for Sorkin.
Well, Grant doesn't hit this thing hard. Hits it right off the end of the bat, but right in the right spot. And just like that, NorCal, a big run on the board in their top half of the first.
And now West, you send up Colin Kinney, tonight's pitcher for the West. Last night had a big solo home run to extend the West lead to 2 runs. Late in that game, he's got 2 home runs for the tournament.
He does. He hit a home run last night in the top of the 7th inning. They were nursing a 3-2 lead over Cal 57. It gave them a 4-2 lead, which made a big difference in the game because the game ended, Sam, with Cal 57 had a runner at second base with 2 outs.
Kinney has a home run in each of his last 2 games. Pitch by Kim. Spins that high and away. Kinney's ahead 2-0.
Boy, that's respect. Sehal Kim, the pitcher for South Korea. All these players for South Korea watched the game last night. They know what Kinney did.
Kinney with a high chopper over to short. Gloved by Lee. Good throw to first, ends the inning. California gets 1 run in the top half of the opening frame. RBI single by Sorkin. South Korea batting for the first time.
Korean lineup top to bottom. And it's imperative to keep leadoff hitters off when you face South Korea. If you take a look at Colin Kinney.
Kim showing bunt, ball 1. Kinney spent some time behind the plate in yesterday's US Championship. And now takes the mound for the 2nd time in this tournament. He pitched against North Dakota back on August 5th. Inning in 2/3 out of the bullpen. No hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. So the West and manager Mike Savello go with him. South Korea manager Il-Nam Lee back in the championship game for the 7th time. 3 balls, no strikes on Kim. Mike Savello telling me pregame that they're riding the hot hand of Kinney tonight. 4-pitch walk to lead things off. And that brings up one of the toughest hitters in the South Korea order in Young In Cho. Kinney finds the strike zone on the first offering to Cho.
This is where the action can happen. South Korea will do anything. They'll hit and run. They'll square the bunt, pull it back. Let the runner steal second base or attempt.
Off goes the runner. Pitch called a strike. Throw down to second won't be in time by Savello. A stolen base for Kim and West. That is their 26th of the tournament. They've been caught only 6 times.
Yeah, they just can run. Everybody up and down the lineup. They get good jumps. And I mean, let's be honest, at this level, very rarely are you going to have a catcher with the arm strength that can catch up to the speed of the 12 and 13-year-olds.
So-ha Kim leads South Korea. That was his 11th stolen base of this tournament. And Il-Nam Lee telling me pregame that with the speed guys, especially a guy like So-ha Kim, they let the players determine if they want to go. But they'll throw in a sign from time to time as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cho.
Puts a lot of pressure on Caleb Savello, the catcher for NorCal. Has to keep every ball in front of him. Take a look at Kim at second base.
That ball's hammered right center field. Newton, the third, gets under it and makes the catch. So a fly out to right by Cho is the first out. in the bottom half of inning number 1. And it brings up Kang Min Kim.
It's a big at bat there to get an out and have Kim not advance to third on it.
Kim, the first baseman for South Korea tonight. Kinney's first pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Well, we've been talking about throughout the tournament the miles that the teams have traveled to get here for South Korea. Over 5,600 miles to get to Livermore. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Runner takes off inside into the backstop. Kim now moves from first to third after his leadoff walk.
Well, you just knew Kim at second base was not going to be there the entire at bat. He was going to attempt to steal third, and he took a good pitch to steal third on.
2-0. And Kim lays off infield in for California. 3 balls and no strikes.
Interesting. Interesting to pull the infield in this early in the game.
Kinney needing a strike. And he gets it. 3 balls and 1 strike now.
It is curious where Charbonneau is playing. He's not playing in the 3-4 hole. He's playing more shaded towards second base. And you would like to think that Kim would pull the ball.
A second walk of the inning. Kang Min Kim goes to first, and South Korea threatening in the bottom half with runners on the corners. It's Hyunjin Kim at the plate. 6 for 16, a double, a home run so far in this tournament. 7 runs batted in. Their cleanup hitter at the plate in a run scoring opportunity. Kinney's first pitch. It's outside, and off goes Kang Min Kim for second.
See where NorCal plays their infield. They're going to play in again.
1-0. Kinney having trouble with the location. Mike Savello told me a few days ago that he feels really good about the depth of this pitching staff. So if Kinney has trouble, they've got some options behind him. 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes on Hyunjin Kim. First base open with 1 away.
If you're wondering if he's swinging 3-0, absolutely.
He gets hit. 2 walks, a hit by pitch will load the bases for South Korea. Kinney now in some trouble in the first inning.
It's a good trip out to the mound to talk to their pitcher Kinney as they check on Kim. Looks to be okay.
An emotional win last night for California. Granada Livermore baseball. And we talk about South Korea traveling 5,600 miles. These guys, 0. They are right here at home. A lot of these players.
So they slept in their house, their own bed.
They very well could have. There also is a hotel, but
they're not doing the football thing, are they?
I think they might be.
Really? Okay.
A lot of these players.
Take a look. You talked about the miles these teams traveled. West Seoul, 5647. Granada, you're here.
We are at Granada Little League. Mike Savello says that for a lot of these players, they've grown up watching this tournament, and just being here has been a dream come true for these guys. As Ji-Han Lee will step in, bases loaded, 1 out in the first. Lee takes inside on the first offering from Kinney.
Kinney's had trouble. He's got behind virtually every hitter of this inning.
2 walks, a hit by pitch have loaded him up. Savello keeps track of it. It's right under him for ball 2.
I think that got Tracy Duez a little bit, the plate umpire.
Two 2-0 pitch. 3 balls, no strikes as Kinney misses inside. And he is 1 ball away from walking in the tying run here in the first inning. Lee squaring to bunt. There is strike 1. Well, interesting move there, Wes. 3-0, and Lee throwing the bat out there maybe to distract Kinney a little bit.
Well, yeah, 17 of 22 pitches have been balls from Kinney.
There's a bouncer foul, so Kinney battles back and works the count full.
We've seen some magical work from pitchers. Get out of jams. Just takes a ground ball right at somebody, and then possibly NorCal can turn a double play and get out of this mess. Starts with a strike.
Lee launches one to deep left. Cheney backing up. The left fielder makes the catch. Deep enough to bring home Kim. A sac fly ties it in the first inning. But Cheney drifting back and putting it away. That's a situation, Wes, where both teams are cheering.
Absolutely, Sam. You hit it right on the nose. Kinney comes back from a 3-0 count. If you're NorCal and the base is loaded and 1 out, you're going to give up. Assume the runner at third is going to score. Hits this right on the button. Good play by Cheney. Gets the ball back in. Runners don't advance.
He makes the catch in deep left field for out number 2. 2 on, 2 out for Min-Soo Kim as Kinney spins around and looks at second. Kim in this tournament, 14 at-bats, 4 hits, 3 singles, a home run back in their first game against Australia. Fouls off the first pitch. 3 RBIs. But he struck out a team leading 7 times so far in Livermore. Kinney's 0-1.
Well, the only pitch that Kinney has been throwing is just his fastball. He's yet to throw anything soft. And a lot of times when you throw that breaking pitch, you'll get your feel back for your fastball. This is just all fastballs.
He spent some time at catcher for the West throughout their Livermore run. His 28th pitch of the first inning. Kim waits on it and fouls it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, last year in the championship game, Venezuela got on top early over the West team in Hawaii. A 7-run first inning. Now this year, 1 run for either team. 2-2. Line drive, left center field, out in the alley. Kang-Min Kim around third. He scores, and South Korea takes a 2-1 lead in the first. Min-Soo Kim got all of this one out to left center field.
Well, Kinney throws a fastball up in the zone, and Min-Soo Kim hits it right on the button. Good job by Bowen Marr, the center fielder, cutting this thing off and getting it back in.
Here is So-Jun Choi, first pitch ball, or strike I should say, as Kim takes off for second. No throw down, and Choi takes strike 1. Min-Soo Kim got off to a hot start this week, has struggled the past few games.
There's a breaking pitch right there.
It's 0-2 on Choi, South Korea's left fielder. Second and third, 2 outs. Pitch by Kinney. Got it. A swinging strike 3 to end the first inning. Both teams score. South Korea with a pair in the opening frame, and they've got the lead through 1. Chase Pavona leads it off and strikes one to second base, and it's caught by Kim. He leans back, reaches, and makes the play.
Pavona hits his ball right on the button. Take a look at Kim at second base for out number one. One pitch, one out.
So Pavona is retired. It brings up Caleb Savello, the son of Mike Savello, California manager, Granada Livermore baseball. Here's the first pitch on Savello. He fouls it off. Mike Savello last year was PA announcing part of this tournament. And now he's got his team in the World Championship.
A lot of things can change.
0-1. And Savello with a blooper. That one's caught in center. Moon comes in to make the catch on the run.
Well, this is South Korea. They have paid attention to the wind and how balls are being knocked down. Moon in center field's playing very shallow, and watch his jump right off the bat. He reads this.
With 2 outs, batting for the West, number 19.
Yeah, West, that was perfect placement. He was right there in the shadows. That's where he is right now, playing in right center field on Vincent Thielen. A pitch outside, but South Korea playing their outfielders very shallow, which last night we saw California District 57 do the exact same thing.
This is the left field. I mean, he's playing a deep short. Moon, we just saw, is playing a deep second.
Thielen pulls it left side, and that's through. A 2-out single. Choi, the left fielder, shading over in left center field, had a long way to go to pick that one up. And Thielen picks up a 2-out base hit.
Well, 2 innings, 2 hits. We know that NorCal can swing the bat. The question, and the big question, is does NorCal have enough pitching to keep this South Korean potent offense in check?
They're at their second to last hitter in Bowen Marr. Marr for the tournament has been effective. 4 for 8 with 4 singles. 1 RBI. He scored 5 runs from the back of the West order. And you see Kim holding Thielen on first base.
Bowen Marr, he loves to fish and he can run fast. I told you, it's a great combination in case he's ever fishing in a place where maybe he shouldn't be. They're not going to catch him.
Fish and run. 2-0. Marr takes outside. He's ahead. 3 balls and no strikes.
It's a big at bat right here with 2 outs. Why? The last hitter in NorCal's lineup is Aiden Cheney. He's on deck, and then they flip it over to the top of the lineup.
That pitch in for a strike. Stolen bases. We talked about it for South Korea. How about California? 29 stolen bases for the tournament. Another check over at first. They've only been caught 3 times, and that's going to be a balk on Kim. So-ha Kim balks on that look back at first base, and now it's a runner in scoring position with a 3-1 count.
We'll get a look at it. Why is there a balk? Well, number one, he's not pausing. You need to come to discernible pause, but
Marr draws a walk. 2 on, 2 out.
we'll get another look.
Teetering on that line, but it wasn't a full stop. He didn't throw the ball in the order. Steps in for California. Two outs and 2 on. A step off by Kim.
South Korea will do a lot with their defense. You saw in the upper left part of your screen the shortstop Jihan Lee going behind the runner at first. South Korea will do this a lot.
Cheney hits it the other way, foul. He's got 2 singles so far in Livermore.
And there are some times it works for them, and there's other times where they're out of position. Not one way to do something. They're in the championship game, so you can't argue.
Yeah,
whatever they're doing, it's working.
You're going to see Lee very active over at short with a runner on second base. He gets over to second. They pick back over there.
And all these little things here are just putting the seed into Mike Savella, the head coach of Northern California. We know you're here. Puts it.
Cheney with a chopper. Second base. He goes over to tag the base, and he's safe. Kim picked it up. His step on second too late. Marr got there in time. And for now, the West has the bases loaded. We'll see if South Korea wants another look at it.
We'll get a look. Now, if you're new to intermediate Little League, each team gets 2 reviews. And you retain them. If you're right, if you're wrong, you lose one.
There's Il-Nam Lee thinking this one over. We'll see it again.
Okay, here's Kim. He's got the ball. Well, sometimes the umpire is in the right spot. This right now, for us on the review, he's in the wrong spot. We'll get a good look here.
That's close. South Korea will review.
Well, now, if you're new also to Livermore, in right center, there are 3 gentlemen that have been coming year after year after year. They are called the sign guys. And they will take a look and they'll give their opinion.
Wes, I went out before the game and talked with them out in right center field, and they've been very popular this year. After
another look.
Yep.
Puts on the bag again. In my opinion, it has to be an obvious overturn because we can't tell where the spike is, if it's up against the bag or not.
And Wes, just to point this out, that's a textbook slide there from Bowen Marr into second base.
It is. Sign guys in right field: Cole Canahan, Todd Canahan, and Jim Bachner.
They made 100 pins, their own pin for this tournament. They're down to 5 for Championship Sunday.
The pins are unbelievable. But back to review. See, it's tough here, but I will say, person who got the best look is the person who made the call. He's right there. And this is what will happen when you play baseball and you run hard at all times. And the sign guys have made their decision, and the crowd, oh boy, they overturned it.
So the umpires go the other way after the review, and that ends the inning. A ground out to second base, and it's still 2-1 South Korea.
They played in the international final against Venezuela, and Venezuela took them down.
Now this is actually a rematch. Go back to 2018. These 2 Little Leagues met in the championship game. A flare right side. Caleb Wan picks it up, goes to the bag himself, and he got him in time. The first baseman makes the play. Bang, bang play at first base. That's why we have the double bases at first for plays like that.
Caleb Wong, he's not a small individual, but he's very athletic. We've already seen him steal a bag, and we'll see Caleb get to the bag. Who gets there? Does he get there? Yes, on the left side.
Sung-Hoo Kim watches ball 1. Go back to 2018. West Seoul Little League took down Granada Livermore baseball 10-0 in the championship. There's been one California team to take home the Intermediate Baseball World Series title, Danville Little League, in 2022. That pitch inside, 3 balls, no strikes on Kim. And by the way, in 2022, Danville Little League took down West Seoul Little League. Up high, a 4-pitch walk on Kim with 1 away.
Well, you can just ill afford. We talk about it. You can ill afford to give free passes to this South Korean lineup. And it looks like NorCal possibly is going to make a change.
Mike Savello will head out there. And it looks like the night will be over for Colin Kinney. Starting pitcher is out of this game in the bottom of the second. 1 out and 1 on for South Korea. New arm for the West when we return.
Little League has something for everybody.
Something for.
Now Kinney, as you take a look at him, he goes to play the alpha, but he can re-enter the pitch, can he, Sam?
Yes, he can. Goes out, takes over a position. He can re-enter this game. Kim showing bunt. He pulls it back and watches ball 1. And we saw South Korea do that a few times in this tournament.
Wouldn't be surprised South Korea runs a hit and run.
Kim taking off. He's stranded in between first and second. The throw goes to Juan. Now to second. Tag not in time. Kim ends up with a stolen base after they had him sitting in between first and second.
Well,
takes an early jump.
Okay, runner leaves early. Thielen does a good job by stepping off, but what he should have done right off the bat is run at the runner and make him commit one way or another instead of throwing the ball to the first baseman and then back. But again, this is what South Korea does. They put pressure on your pitchers, pressure on your defense when they get on the base path.
And Kim with a sharp ground ball to second base. Charbonneau takes care of it. 2 outs. And so Sung-Hoo Kim moves to third. Couple of ground outs. Thielen takes care of the first batter he faces. Now the second to last batter in this South Korea order, Ji-Hoon Shin, will step to the plate. This environment almost reminds you of a World Cup game. We've got trumpets out in the outfield, I believe. A ton of fans packing in. Incredible environment for our championship game. Slapped foul, and Shin has a 1-1 count. The West has won 2 championships in this tournament, 2014 with Arizona and 2016 with Hawaii.
That's what it looks like when you find out you're on television.
There's the trumpet. At a Vuvuzuela. Are we back in the 2010 World Cup? 2 balls, 1 strike. And Shin with a flare into right center field. That's a base hit. He brings home Kim for a 2-out RBI, and it's 3-1 South Korea. Well, how big is that stolen base for Sung-Hoo Kim?
Well, NorCal gave South Korea an extra out because Kim should have been out. But he wasn't. Misplayed by NorCal, and another run on the board for South Korea.
Upstairs on Jung-Am Kim, the final batter in this South Korea order. They have scored in every inning for the past 2 games now. There's a strike. 1-1 on Kim. So make that 9 consecutive innings with a run for South Korea. And every time I've talked to Il-Nam Lee prior to every one of South Korea's games, he's always mentioned the defense and the pitching. Ground ball the other way. Over to third base. Sorkin makes the throw. And they got him in time. Let's do Terry at third base. Excuse me. They make the switch. And it's a 5-3 put out to end it. South Korea gets more.
Livermore population about 90,000. Everybody in the city and the town knows this event is going on.
1 ball, 1 strike on Charbonneau. He swings at a breaking ball by Kim and falls behind.
Real good breaking ball by Sale Kim after the hard fastball. Perfectly located.
2-strike pitch. Breaking ball that spins outside. So-Ha Kim has gone 2 innings. That earned run in the first. 3 hits, 2 walks. Doesn't have a strikeout yet. Here it comes, 2-2. And Charbonneau waves and misses. There's the first strikeout for Kim tonight. And that's how the top of the 3rd starts.
He went back to that curveball on the outside part, but he took a little bit longer time. Great work by our camera and truck.
With 1 out, batting for the West.
Give you a good look at the grip on that breaking pitch.
Merlin Newton III popped up to 3rd base his first time up. Throughout this run for Granada Livermore baseball, this will be their 6th championship game that they've played in. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball over to 3rd. Cho picks it up with a hop. Strong throw to first. 2 down. Young-in Cho shows off the velo with that throw to first for the 2nd out.
With 2 outs, batting for the West, number 23.
Get a look at Cho. Catch, throw. If you're a youngster out there, it's exactly how you want to field a ground ball. Catch it and throw it.
Caleb Wan, 2 outs, bases empty. Up and in. Of course, this team lost the District 57 championship to Bollinger Canyon. Had to take the long way to get here. Fight through the state tournament. Sectionals. They won the West Regional. They took down Southern California in the championship game, but their big win was over Hawaii, last year's West representative, Central East Maui Little League, who made the championship game and lost to Venezuela. 2-0. Juan fouls it back. So as far as the pressure, Mike Savello has said, look, we have plenty of experience playing in these championship games this summer. Feels confident in the way that his team has handled it so far. Back-to-back big crowds last night and tonight. 2-1. 3 balls and a strike on Juan.
Well, Juan just hoping for a fastball down in the zone. He walked his first time up.
Taken all the way for strike 2.
Interesting take.
Kim looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. Payoff. And Juan lays off just a tick outside for a 2-out walk.
Real good. Another real good at bat by Juan. He's seeing the ball very, very good against Kim.
Now batting for the West.
Had 2 hits to the fence in yesterday's game in their 5-3 win over California District 57. Mateo Duterte has a single in this game. Off goes Juan. Pitch is line foul, and we saw Juan take a stolen base in the first inning. He's come around to score their only run. They're going to call catcher's interference on that foul ball by Duterte. Tracy Duez with the call. So put 2 on with 2 out. It's Hyunjin Kim, the catcher.
And what'll happen a lot of times, and this is when the bat of the batter hits the glove, and you can see it right there, and this happens a lot on stolen bases because the catcher wants to hurry up and reach to go get the baseball, and it will happen a lot when there's somebody trying to steal a base. And this is a big break. Get a better look there. Right there, you see the contact. Good call by Tracy Deweese.
Ilnam Lee wants them to talk it over. Haiseo Lee, the interpreter for the South Korea team.
They're going to the headset.
And they will take a look at this catcher's interference on the foul ball.
So,
Wes, who hasn't she been a pleasure, Wes, smiling all the time?
Well, she loves it. If you haven't been with us this entire week, anytime there's a review, Tracy is always, she loves to look at those signs out there because she thinks it's so fun and it's a great part of the game. But if you're wondering why there's no safer route, there is no safer route here. This is just confirming. Tracy's down there telling the South Korean coaching staff with the interpreter that the call stands. There's no safer route on this. The call stands.
So that will be a lost challenge for South Korea. They'll have one left.
Have the sign guy said anything? Well, it doesn't matter.
It'll be 2 on and 2 out for Grant Sorkin. And now a longer explanation. We'll get back to it now. Sorkin had the RBI single in the first inning that brought home the first run of this game. And have our umpires gone back?
No.
Trying to sort this one out.
See the interpreter on the far right, young lady. And they're still waiting on something.
So Lee, she's been a big help throughout the tournament, as all the interpreters have.
I think we're ready to go.
All right, so Gutierrez takes first on the catcher's interference. Juan is now on second. And Mike Savello will talk things over with Sorkin and a mound visit for South Korea. It's 52 pitches so far on the mound for So-Ha Kim. 2 2/3 innings, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. California putting the pressure on with 2 outs in the inning. The first 2 batters were retired, a strikeout and a ground out to third. But this is a very tactical South Korea team that, Wes, if they see momentum shifting.
This is just a pep talk, but to your point, Sam, when they make a move, there's a reason behind it. Now, I know it sounds like, well, everybody makes a move, there's a reason behind it, but they go into depth of why they're doing something about 4 different levels. Now, it's a big opportunity for NorCal with Sorkin up and first and second and chasing 2 runs.
The tying run is on base. Sorkin for the tournament has driven home 7 runs. The first pitch, now Kim spins off and looks at second. Breaking ball drops in. There's a called strike 1 as we return to action.
Seon Kim, the pitch for South Korea, is not a hard thrower. He's got a good fastball, but he features a breaking ball with command.
A long pause and now time call. Sorkin says for his superstition that if his team wins, he wears the same pants for the next game. Well, he's had to wear the same pants quite a bit.
Well, same pants,
run.
But you mean without washing them? Or what?
Oh, that's up to determination. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A breaking ball hit to third, gloved by Cho. He goes to his own bag to end the inning. California has two. They're held off the scoreboard, and South Korea keeps their 2-run lead. Middle three. Asia Pacific overall, 4 world championships in this tournament. They won the inaugural one in 2013 with Japan. A ball and a strike on Kim. His favorite team, the San Francisco Giants. Jung-Hoo Lee from South Korea. That one goes over Kim, and he ducks under it. 2 balls and 1 strike. And we talked about Lee and the international championship against Puerto Rico, and how many players on this team, I'm sure, look up to him. 2-1. Kim lifts that high in the air, but it's bending foul. He gets ahead of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, this ball is a good foot inside that Thielen throws, and Kim a little bit frustrated that he swung at it.
Here's Thielen's 2-strike pitch. Inside, ball 3.
Kim stands right on the plate.
Close to that line of the batter's box. Popped up. Will it be a play? No, as Thielen stumbled trying to get it in foul ground. It'll stay 3-2. And a little smile after that sequence.
Well, you got to be able to laugh. Got to have some fun out here.
Sorkin is back at third base for California. They've switch off between him and Duterte, and now Mike Savella will come out. Maybe a little check on Thielen after he falls.
This would.
So he's all right to continue. California's pitching staff entering this game, only 3 pitchers used to a 1.84 ERA. But South Korea has scored in now 9 consecutive innings. Kim watches ball 4. Low and outside for a leadoff walk, and he's on for a second time. 2 free passes for the leadoff man for South Korea.
Well, this is just asking for trouble when you with no outs. You know he's going to attempt to steal second base. Which pitch?
There he goes. First pitch called a strike. Throw will be too late. Kavona to save that from going to the outfield. It's 0-1 on Cho. And for Kim, make that his 12th stolen base of the tournament.
Well, you see Savello, again, he's trying everything, every way he can to get the ball down as he can, but it's just arm strength at this level. The speed of these athletes are better than the arm strength from catchers.
Ball and a strike. Ground ball sharply to third base. Sorkin goes out. Kim heading to third. No throw by Juan. Or he does throw it to third base. Kim gets there safely. An insurance run is now 70 feet away for South Korea.
With one out batting for Asia Pacific.
Number 3 hitter in there, Kim at the plate.
Well, NorCal playing.
Pops up the first pitch. Over to short. Bavona looking for it. It drops. That brings in Soha Kim. And it's a 4-1 South Korea lead.
Well, Northern California was playing their infield in, and you can see that Bavona is almost on the grass. And this ball is hit in no man's land. And sometimes you roll the dice when you play the infield in. It hurt Northern California that particular time.
Hyunjin Kim hit by a pitch his first time. He was almost hit by that pitch. And West not only infield in, but outfield back for California too.
Well, they're respecting the power of these South Korean hitters.
And with that, West make it 10 straight innings with a run for South Korea. Ripped up the line, foul. Hyunjin Kim with 6 hits for the tournament and 16 tries. A home run against Australia. Came into this game leading the team in RBIs with 7. Gets just out in front of that offering.
He lined the ball off the base of the left field wall yesterday against Puerto Rico.
Line drive to short. That gets to center. Hyunjin Kim has a base hit, and South Korea has 2 on with 1 away.
This ball's hit right on the button. A good effort by Bivona, the shortstop. He can't get there. It's a ball middle.
Now batting for Asia Pacific, number 16, Ji-Han Lee.
Ji-Han Lee, a sac fly to left his first time. And that was hit deep out to left field. Lee showing bunt, gets it down. Tough play for Thielen. He holds it. Everybody's safe, and South Korea has the bases loaded.
We talked about their fundamentals of this South Korean team. Every part of baseball and what you can do to create runs is a part of their arsenal. They are not just swing for the fences. They will do anything and everything to score runs.
And now Min-Soo Kim fouls one off toward the backstop. An RBI single his first time up. A chance for South Korea to break this game open early. Oh, 1. Line foul, and now Min-Soo Kim is down 0-2. The consistent pressure for South Korea has made it so tough on opponents. Kim strikes out swinging, picked back to third, and the ball gets away. That was a quick tag by Sorkin. Almost got Kang-Min Kim at third, but a strikeout is the second out of the inning.
Well, Savello with a quick catch and release down to Sorkin at third. I think if Sorkin hangs on to this ball, they might get the runner.
The throw was in a perfect spot, too, as Hyunjin Kim will come off. The runner on second. The catcher with 2 outs will get a courtesy runner, so Min-Soo Kim the last out.
Well, this is a big hitter for both sides. 2 outs, bases loaded.
See Kim on second base now. So-Jun Choi 0 for 1 with a strikeout. A good matchup, righty on lefty, first pitch ball. South Korea fresh off scoring 13 runs against Puerto Rico in the International Championship. And Choi lines that to left center. 2 more runs will score. Choi goes to second, the throw to third. It's a 6-1 South Korea advantage. They break the game open to a 5-run lead. Choi with loud contact with 2 outs.
And this is what South Korea hitters do. They put the ball in play and they hit line drives. The bigger guys will hit home runs and balls deep. Everybody else hitting line drives everywhere, and this ball is perfectly placed in left center, and the great base running again. Second and third. The batter runner ends up on second.
Mike Savello will make another change.
Why does the hitter bunt the ball to the first base side? The left-handed pitcher on the mound, he'll fall off to the third base side of the mound. Opens up the entire right side of the infield. Just textbook baseball.
Runners are on the corners for Sung-Hoo Kim. He's walked in this game. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third. A 7-1 South Korea lead. First pitch strike on Kim. There's Choi on third base. That's hit up in the air and foul.
Runner was in motion there as well.
Hunter takes off again. That was Moon. It's fouled back by Kim and stays 0-2. South Korea doing everything at the plate to cause turbulence for California. 0-2 pitch by Marr. Inside, called strike 3. That gets the West out of the inning. But South Korea breaks it open. They lead by 6 after a 4-7.
We have don't go anywhere.
Colin Kinney waves and misses on the first pitch. A new pitcher for South Korea, Jung-am Kim, takes over. 0-1 pitch, and Kinney swings at a ball in the dirt. He falls behind 0-2. So Seo-ha Kim goes 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Kim's pitch up and away.
And we have people. It's early a.m. over in South Korea, but if you happen to have an X account / Twitter, you can hit us up. If you have a watch party, send us a video.
Kinney pulls it deep into the corner. He'll start the inning off with extra bases. A stand-up double to begin the West half of the 4th.
Well, you can hear the fans for the West. They're up on their feet. They know what we know, Sam. Big time comebacks, and this is little curveball. Could have been a knuckle curve on the outside part. It's hooked on the left field line by Kinney, and right off the bat, he knows he's going to end up on second base.
The third game that Jung-am Kim has pitched in, 2 2/3 innings. He has yet to give up a hit until that one by Kinney with 2 strikes. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts for Kim. The lefty fires. Popped up right side and foul by Bavona, who lined out to second base to begin the top of the 2nd. We saw Jung-am Kim pitch yesterday against Puerto Rico in relief. An inning and 2/3, no hits allowed, no walks, and a pair of strikeouts. California trying to respond. Bavona takes. That's ball 1.
It's a great start for this inning for Northern California. Runner at second and no outs, chasing 6. They need base runners.
And it's been 7 unanswered runs for South Korea. Now Kim will step off. Seo-ha Kim, the starting pitcher, now playing center field for South Korea. Breaking ball spins upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Called strike 2. Kim hits the bottom part of the zone. Two balls and 2 strikes on Bavona. And Kim spins off You know what Bavona's job is when he's not playing baseball?
No, I do not.
He works at the Granada Little League Snack Shack just a few feet behind us.
Beautiful.
Right back to Kim off the glove. And now Lee, the shortstop. He makes the play. How about a 1-6-3 put out as Kinney gets to third?
This is a tremendous play by Lee for one reason. He's got to hurry up and get this ball to his first baseman, Kim, because Bavona can really run. We'll get a look at it right off the pitcher. Watch how quick he gets rid of this ball. Boom.
And a quick reaction, too, after it goes off the pitcher. Caleb Savello, he lined out to center field his first time up. Breaking ball slides in for a called strike. California fighting to get closer in our championship game. And Savello takes a close fastball. It's 1-1. Kenny on third base after his leadoff double into the left field corner. Breaking ball, and it's stopped by Kim. A good block by the catcher. And with runners on third, that's where those become ever so important.
Take a look at Kenny at third.
Down low, ball 3. Now Kim, the first baseman, Kang Min Kim, playing on the grass. Outfield in for South Korea. 3-1 pitch. Foul tip, and it's caught by Kim behind the plate. Full count.
It's imperative that Savello puts the ball in play here. Runner at third and less than 2 outs.
1 RBI for the tournament. 3-2. He gets jammed and fouls it away to stay alive.
Good pitch by young Kim. The lefty in on the hands of Savello. South Korea's outfield very, very shallow.
Payoff again. In the dirt, Savello works a walk. The West with runners on the corners and 1 away.
It's a good at bat by Savello. The left-handed pitcher on the mound for South Korea and Kim, it makes it very difficult to steal bags if you're Northern California, and for Savello.
Savello does not have a stolen base for this tournament yet. And they'll look over at first, just as you said, Wes, with that lefty and a direct path over to first base.
Well, what's interesting is you can pitch run for the catcher, correct?
With 2 outs.
With 2 outs. I wouldn't be surprised if NorCal ends up doing that with 2 outs, and now they're pointing out to center field something to be retrieved by Seo Kim. Well, they got planes.
Oh.
Well, how about him? He's playing with the thing.
It's found its way back to the yard. And quite the aerodynamics on that thing.
Look, he can swing a bat. He just can't fly a plane.
Nope.
Nope.
It just doesn't want to leave.
No.
We'll take care of it. Yep.
Oh, now wait. His teammate wants to try. No, let me try.
It's a championship game, and we're having fun with planes out in the outfield. I wonder if that flew in from the Livermore Airport. We've got an airport about 5 minutes away from here.
Jaime, he was like sprinter speed out there. First base umpire.
All right, so the plane has been landed. Runway is clear for our first pitch to Thielen. And another pick over to first base.
This is literally where you tell Savello, if you're a first base coach, you're not going anywhere. Just stay right here.
California hasn't scored since the first inning when they scored the game's first run. Thielen takes the first offering outside.
We've seen comebacks. Crazy comebacks.
Off goes Savello. Pitch high and outside. Throw down to second. And he is tagged out. Great throw by Kim, the catcher. Savello is out number 2. He's caught at second.
Well, I'm a little bit surprised that they did send Savello. To your point, doesn't have a stolen base in this tournament, but with the left-hander on the mound and you're losing by 6 runs and you have a 1-0 count, and Kim is having, the pitcher for South Korea, struggling with his command.
Just the 4th time that this West team has been caught stealing in this tournament. 2-1. Thielen fouls it back, and he's got a 2-strike count. So very different situation from runners on the corners and 1 out. It's now 2 outs, runner on third, and a 2-strike count on Thielen, as South Korea is 1 strike away from getting out unharmed. The lead from Kinney, a leadoff double to begin this inning. And Thielen lines it foul. Well, that was the perfect pitch for Hyunjin Kim to catch Savello. It almost acted like a pitch out, high and outside.
It was.
The 2-2 on Thielen. Skied out to right. It's in foul ground, and Kim, the right fielder, makes the catch. He's the one that ends up with the ball. Kang-Yeol Kim puts it away, and the West at our championship game 7-1. Wes Clemens, Sam Wiederhaft with you, and our outstanding crew on ESPN Plus as we finish things out from Livermore. Bunted back up in the air and caught for the first out of the inning on 1 pitch. That goes back to Bowen Marr, back out for his second inning of work in relief.
I believe that's the first leadoff hitter that Northern California has gotten out.
Lefty's first pitch on Ji-Hun Shin. Outside for ball 1. RBI single for Shin in the second inning. Marr's pitch up high, 2 balls, no strikes.
The second inning, they got the first out.
Yeah,
when
that started off
Boone
the
grounded out to first.
That's right. Popped up in the air, right center field. It finds the grass. A single for Shin as South Korea continues to find the empty spots in the field. Final batter in the order, Jung-Am Kim, who's now pitching for South Korea. West Seoul A Little League. A Little League that's been dominant as that throw gets away. Shin will move up to second.
Well, you see Chase Bivona there at second base. You can see he's a little bit frustrated. And again, it hasn't gone well for Northern California so far in this game, but can ill afford to make errors against this South Korean team. They will take advantage of it left and right, and they have the entire week and the entire tournament.
I asked Mike Savello, I said, what do you tell your guys? And there's a bouncer to first base. Wong will put it away for the second out as Shin gets to third. What do you tell your guys against a team like South Korea that just takes bases at a rapid rate and causes so many problems? And well, he talked about shorter deliveries by the pitchers, quick pops by the catchers, but there's only so much you can do against a team that is so aggressive on the base paths.
Well, I'll tell you how you do. You keep them off base.
Right. And that's tough.
And I'll tell you, in the international bracket, Aruba and Puerto Rico did a real good job of that. for much of their games.
Leadoff man for South Korea. A pair of walks for Kim. Runner on third. South Korea trying to keep their streak. 10 straight innings with a run scored. Here's the 1-1. And Kim lays off up high. Last time South Korea didn't score, you got to go back to Wednesday in their 2-1 loss to Puerto Rico. Kim takes, and it's 3-1. South Korea's only run came in the 5th inning of that game. 3 balls and 1 strike. Kim fouls it back. A green light with a hitter's count.
Could this be the first inning that South Korea doesn't score in the last 2 days?
Payoff pitch from Marr. That is belted deep into the Livermore sunset and gone.
That is home run number 9 during this tournament.
Soha Kim.
Number 22.
A 2-run home run to make it 9-1 South Korea. And a celebration to top it off. The kids from Seoul are feeling it. They lead by 8.
This was just a missile from Kim. This ball is out in a second. Kinney, the left fielder, literally doesn't move. This ball is gone from the start. A little souvenir.
They continue to put the foot on the gas pedal. 11 straight innings with a run scored. And it's Young In Cho who's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out.
Just a reminder, they're kids. They're having fun.
Bowen Marr just left one up on a 3-2 pitch, and Kim did not miss it. That's outside. 2-0 on Cho. Make that the 3rd home run for South Korea. They hit 2 in their first game against Australia, and there's a hard hit ball to left center. Back to the fence. Cho follows up the home run with a double. Well, Wes, at this point, as we go back and look at this double from Cho, another hard hit ball, and South Korea is flexing their muscles.
Yeah, this is just quick hands from Cho and a bolt out to left center. And he's going to end up, the minute this ball is hit, Cho knows he's going to end up on second base. What are we, 1 run away, Sam?
Well, here's Kang Min Kim walking a single for him in this ball game. It would need to be a 15-run lead after 4, but what seems more feasible for South Korea and an early ending for this game would be a 10-run lead after 5. And they are 2 runs away from that 10-run lead. Marr will spin off and look at second.
So this is Cho, and watch the bat flip, and they do this in the KBO, which is a major league version in South Korea, but they will swing and let the bat flip right out of their hands. And they learn this from their heroes in the KBO. We're getting a better look here. This is ball flip.
Well, they keep that in the majors too, because I saw Jung Hoo Lee do that for the Giants a few nights ago. 2-1.
But that
ball gets away. Cho breaks for the plate and scores. A 10th run has scored for South Korea. 3 more runs in the 4th inning. They cannot be stopped right now. 3-1 on Kim. Outside strike. Full count. California was 1 strike away from holding South Korea off the scoreboard. High chopper to short. That's picked up. Good throw to first base. Will end the inning. South Korea flexing their muscles. They scored 3 more in the 4th. And their lead is up to 9. Thing with a leadoff double from Kinney, and he was stranded on third. The West scored the first run of this game, and since then, 10 runs have plated for South Korea. The 1-1. Up high. 2 balls and a strike on Marr, who's walked so far tonight. South Korea close to winning a 4th Intermediate Baseball World Series championship as Marr skies that foul. 2015, 2018, and their latest in 2023. They fell in the World Championship to a team from Louisiana in 2024. Hard hit ball by Marr off the glove of the third baseman, picked up at short. Throw will be in time. Holy cow, Jihan Lee has had some great backup plays in this tournament, especially tonight, and he makes another one.
Well, we have seen Lee make some tremendous plays, but it's all about how quickly he can get the ball in his hand. The arm strength here is tremendous, but how quickly he gets ball from glove to hand is the key. And that KBO, the major leagues in South Korea, guarantee you, every KBO team knows who this youngster is.
Kang Min Kim, the first baseman, don't overlook that pick, too. Hayden Cheney with a looper, that drops. Oh, that's a ball that Lee can't get over it short. Cheney gets it over him for a 1-out single. And now California goes back to the top of their order.
We kind of thought that Kim might have or Lee might have a 50-inch vertical right there, right? He's done everything else.
Now batting for the West.
He's been a rock star at shortstop. Cruz Charbonneau, the leadoff man, is 0 for 2. A pop up to third and a strikeout swinging. Pick back to first. Not in time. Close play. If South Korea gets a 10-run lead in the bottom half, this game will end early. California looking to put a few more on the board and chip away. Charbonneau takes outside.
Well, this is the right part of the order for Northern California if they're ever going to get back in this game. But to your point, Sam, they need to score runs in this inning.
Tough take by Charbonneau. It's outside, 2-0.
Charbonneau had the big hit last night against Cal 57 to give them the lead.
Another pick back.
Let's go, Sean. Let's go, Sean.
A Northern California team that's riding a 6-game winning streak going back to the West Regional. Their last loss was to Hawaii 9-3. They came back and took them down in the semifinal. 3-0 is in for a strike on Charbonneau. Throughout this summer run, this is the 6th championship game they've played in. Charbonneau draws a walk. And it's 2 on with 1 out.
Just aware if you're Northern California, you literally go station to station, otherwise known as base to base.
Now batting for the West.
Can't get picked off. Stay close to the bag.
Here's Merlin Newton, the third, who's 0 for 2. A pop up to third and a ground out to third. He takes the first pitch out to deep left center field. Back and toward the wall. Cheney will score. Charbonneau's right behind him. Merlin Newton, the third, drives home 2. He brings California closer with a 2-run double.
Well, Newton, the third, hits his ball. It's down. It's not a bad pitch. It's a great job of hitting. Finds a left center gap. Ends up scoring 2. Newton, the third, ends up on second. The relay throw from the shortstop, Lee, he has got a cannon for an arm.
Well, it might be a short leash for Jung-Am Kim. He gives up 2. And South Korea is going to a new pitcher. We'll have him for you when we come back. California grabs 2 more. Still 1 out in the top of the 5th. Merlin Newton, the third, gives the West fans something to cheer about. A 2-run double to make it 10-3. And the new pitcher, well, sort of new. So-ha Kim started this game, and he's back on the mound. He was playing center field and now re-enters this game after 3 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, an earned run, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. His pitch count back to 54, so he can re-enter this game because he was playing in the defense.
For the West, number 23.
1 out, runner on second for Caleb Wan. He walked on Kim his first time up. And Wan hits one high, right field. Kim in foul ground, can't get to it. Sung Hyun Moon has gone back to center field.
Well, this is the right place of the lineup that NorCal wants. Runner at second.
Wan has walked twice. He's got big time power. One swing of the bat can cut the runs in half for South Korea as Merlin Newton, the third, slides back to second. The 0-1 pitch, and Kim will spin around. Another check on Newton.
They will do this, South Korea. It's just a part of how they play baseball.
Now the 0-1. Wan fouls it back right on it. He's down 0-2.
Some would say that why would you worry about the runner with the 7-run lead in the 5th inning? And I will tell you, it's just the way they play baseball.
We've seen in this tournament how quickly things can switch as far as momentum goes. There's a throw that gets away. Newton heading to third. He's safe. And now Tracy Duez telling him to go back. Well, let's review this sequence because time was called somewhere.
Well,
this is. Kim just spikes it. No balls, 2 strikes, and Wan delivers to right center field. Newton, the third, being waved in. He'll score. 3 runs for California in the top of the 5th. And an RBI single by Caleb Wan.
Well, you see Newton, the third. He scores from second base. Wan has been locked in today. One of the few who have against the South Korean pitching. Hits his ball on the line. You take a look at Newton, the third. He's coming home no matter what his coach says. He's coming. He's coming.
Mateo Duterte has been on twice. A single And the last time he reached on a catcher's interference. Back to first. Juan is safe. Third time he's been on today with those 2 walks and now an RBI single. The West making some noise in the top of the 5th, not going down easily. Another look. And West, they're doing that because Juan has taken off a few times tonight.
He has, but right now, for me, I'm not sending anybody right now with the left-hand hitter up.
That time they got him. Juan is picked off at first. The 3rd try over there by Kim does the job.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they review this, but this can't happen. It just can't happen. Not when you're trailing by 6 runs with 1 out and a left-hand hitter up and a first baseman's holding you on. That means the entire right side of the infield is wide open.
Mike Savello with a conversation.
And I would have, you have to do a review here because you only have 2. And right now we'll get another look at it, but this is what happens. And you see the feet moving, and it looks like glove on hand on forearm before hand is in the bag. And
No, like it was close. Like it was actually close.
and
That looks like it just gets him before that right hand gets back to the bag.
can we ascertain contact on the forearm? Not sure. Our tremendous camera crew truck gives us these amazing looks, but watch Juan take his lead. If you're a youngster out there, watch the hop. You see that little hop? That right there is why Juan's out. Once you leave both feet off the ground, you're now susceptible to a quick pick, and that's exactly what happened.
And a great pickoff move by Soha Kim. Like you said, Wes, Juan wasn't even set yet.
No,
he was
but
still getting off the bag.
And that's why when you're taught to, when you lead off, you keep 1 foot on the ground. You try to keep 2, and you just basically shuffle. And when you're doing this, you keep an eye on the pitcher because that's where the ball's at. But it looks to us like this call is going to stand, and it's such a big play in this game. And the sign guys kind of agree with the umpires and Tracy Dewey.
She gives a little look over there, and yep, confirms.
Look at her.
One more challenge left for the West. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. So Duterte doesn't have a count yet. Base is empty with 2 away. The first pitch from Kim. Way outside.
Boy, it just changes everything. We talked about it. Left-hand hitter Duterte up. First baseman had to vacate his position to hold the runner.
And that's now 2 outs on the base paths for California. Remember, back in the 4th inning, there was 1 out and a runner on 3rd base for Caleb Savello. He was caught trying to steal second for the 2nd out. And now Juan is the 2nd out of this inning on 1st. 2 balls, no strikes on Duterte. 3 runs in the inning for California. First time they've scored since the opening frame. Fastball off the plate. And Duterte swings away 3-0.
Well, it came to play. Green light from Duterte on a 3-0 count.
3-1. Duterte walks.
Kind of never fails. It's something about baseball. Anytime a team makes a mistake via base running, the next guy normally gets on. Via base hit or a walk.
Number 4, Grant Sorkin.
But that's gone. And now it's all about Grant Sorkin.
1 for 2 with an RBI single tonight. Fouls off the first pitch. That's a special talent that I'm sure that his mom is a fan of. Got a stoppage in this game. Yes, Sorkin will step out of the batter's box. Yeah, Mike Savella will take this time to talk things over with not only Sorkin at the plate, but Duterte at first base.
We hope that they'll be taken very well care of by our security team. Thank you, security.
Well, you see Sorkin right there laughing, and listen, we tend to forget in these high leverage games that these are kids and they're supposed to have fun. No matter if you're winning or losing, you're supposed to have fun and smile. It's the beauty of sports. Do something that you love to do.
10-4. South Korea leads it. A 3-run top of the 5th for California, playing on their home field. The 0-1 pitch to Sorkin. Fastball, strike 2. Well, another close play at first, and Duterte is back in time.
And you wonder why I don't have any hair, Sam. That's from being a skipper, right?
Yeah.
That's just all it is.
Yep.
Just,
the stress levels have to be.
well, no matter how many times you can tell your players to not do something or to do something, sometimes they're just not going to do it, and they're going to make it very difficult.
A 2-strike count on Sorkin, 2 outs in the inning. Brought home the first run of this game with an RBI single in the opening frame. High fly ball out to right, chasing Kim back. The right fielder makes the catch. That ends the California. He's been on twice, a hit by pitch and a single. Here is the first pitch by the lefty Marr that trickles up the first base line. Easy out for Juan, the first baseman. 1 pitch and 1 away.
There you see Savella running up the first base line to back up. That's its instincts. Catcher, need ball on the ground, they'll run down to first to back up a potential throw. And Savella went down there and high-fived with first baseman Caleb Juan.
Buried in the hills of Northern California sits Max Bear Field, our site for the 2026 Little League Intermediate Baseball World Series.
I'll tell you what, this has been an amazing, amazing tournament. It started Sunday, but the behind the scenes people are the geniuses behind this all, who bring it to you and put it together for you in your homes across the country and the world.
We started with 12 teams and we are down to our final 2.
Kevin Schenk, our director producer, Paul Miller, tech director.
Ground ball by Jihan Lee to short. Pavona picks it up, good throw, and it's 2 up and 2 down. A couple of ground outs, and Wes, we were talking in the bottom of the 4th when South Korea went up by 9. They just need a shutout inning and 1 more run to end this game early, and now California close to getting a shutdown inning of their own, getting back up to bat with some momentum on their side.
Well, this is a huge, huge hitter and a huge out for Northern California.
Min-Soo Kim 1 for 2. An RBI single in his first at bat. He's also struck out swinging. Remember, 11 straight innings South Korea has scored a run. Kim fouls it off. They scored in all 7 innings against Puerto Rico in the International Championship, and all 4 so far tonight. Bouncer foul by Kim. Says his favorite part about playing Little League is winning games together with his team, and South Korea has done a lot of that. 2-strike pitch. Got him. South Korea is held off the board in an inning for the frame for California. Colin Kenny leads it off. Swing and a miss, up and in on the first pitch by Kim. Kenny had a double to start off the top of the 4th inning for California. Here's the 0-1. Kenny hits a high fly ball out to center. It's Moon that gets under it and makes the catch. A loud out. 1 away.
With 1 out, batting for the
West, the goal here for California. Continue to chip away. They scored 3 in the top of the 4th, or top of the 5th, I should say. They shut down South Korea's bats in the bottom half. Here's Chase Pavona.
So Northern Cal's at the 7 hole in their lineup. They are hitting 11. They're in dire need of getting this to the top of their lineup for this game.
Pavona grounds that right back up the middle. It trickles through into the outfield. His first hit tonight. He's been robbed a few times. A line out to second, and that 1-6-3 put out his last time up. This one he gets it through.
You want to know what a ball hitting the perfect spot is? Watch this. You have the second baseman Kim and Lee, and they goes right through the middle of them both.
Caleb Savello 0 for 1, a line out to center and a walk so far tonight. And Savello takes one the other way for a single. Back-to-back base hits. California starting to wake those bats up.
Well, Northern California has been able to put the ball in play. They've had base runners. They've had opportunities. It's just been silencing the South Korea bats and defending their base running.
That's 9 hits now for the West tonight. Vincent Thielen is 1 for 2. The fans on the first base side starting their GLB chant. Granada Livermore baseball. Playing on their home field. Setting up outside. First pitch is high, goes back to the backstop. Second and third. Kim misses the outside location up high, and a wild pitch extends the runners into scoring position. One and 0. Thielen hits it foul.
That was a good swing by Thielen.
Looking for his first RBI of the tournament. Breaking ball, that's in the zone.
Just a great breaking pitch, well located by Kim.
2 strikes. And Thielen with a half swing, bouncer over to third, throw home, and they'll get him. Pavona tagged out at the plate. Thielen will reach on the fielder's choice. But Cho, the third baseman, goes right home for the second out.
Well, this is what we talked about. Fundamentally sound, and the play's right in front of Cho. He knows he's got to play at the dish. Plays catch with his catcher, Kim, for a big second out.
Chase.
Savello, the catcher, will come out. It'll be a courtesy runner on third base. That'll be Bavona. So Bavona goes right back to third. After being tagged out at home, it's Bowen Marr. 0 for 1 with a walk. Marr grounds one to short. Lee picks it up, slings the throw to first, and the inning is over. California threatens, but nobody comes home. South Korea holds on to their 6-run lead.
Number 10, Sung Hyun Moon.
Well, a couple of things here. Where this ball was hitting the 5-6 hole, you're going to have to come and get this thing and have a tremendous arm to get the batter runner at first.
Sung Hyun Moon, RBI single and a ground out to first. He bunts. That goes back to Marr, the pitcher. He puts it away. The sacrifice moves Choi into scoring position. 1 out.
This is just South Korea, at minimum, trying to get another run on the board before they hit the top of the 7th.
With 1 out, batting for Asia Pacific, number 12, Seong Woo Kim.
A walk and a strikeout. He tries to put down a bunt. Quick recap. Both teams scored in the first inning. South Korea put up 2. California put up 1. And South Korea scored in innings 2, 3, and 4 after that. California with a 3-run top of the 5th to get closer. That ball will skip up on Savello. Choi gets to third. 2 balls and no strikes on Kim.
Well, we haven't had a squeeze bunt yet by South Korea.
(3-0). South Korea in this game has stolen 4 bases. Outside part of the zone for a strike. (29) stolen bases for the tournament. Marr battles back, and it's 3-2. Kim tossed his bat toward the dugout, and he'll retrieve it. A few players going over to the bullpen for South Korea, so they might make a pitching change going into the final frame. 3 outs away from a championship title. 2015, 2018, 2023 for South Korea. 3-2 is fouled back. Livermore Granada baseball based right here. They played in the title game against South Korea in 2018. 3-2 up and away. Infield relaxes with runners on the corners, and Kang Yo Kim coming up. He's been solved twice. And 0 for 2 ball game so far.
Well, South Korea's hoping those
number 14,
bullpen pitchers don't even have to come into the game. They're hoping they score 4 runs in this inning.
Off goes the runner. Kim backs his bunt off. And Sung Hoo Kim will take second. So 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. West, to your point, if they can get 4 more runs, it'll be a run rule championship victory. There's a strike, and that's Moon warming up in the bullpen for South Korea. Moon has played in center field for South Korea throughout the tournament. 2 balls, 1 strike. See Kim trying to put the bunt down and score Choi from third on a squeeze play.
Well, Juan, the first baseman's going to go to the mound and call timeout. Show why.
Just talk this one over, maybe going over what happens if Kim does put this bunt down. Now he's got 2 strikes, so likely won't see that. But with South Korea, you just never know what they're going to do. His favorite player, San Francisco zone, Jung-Hoo Lee. 2-2. Kim swings away. Ground ball to second base. Charbonneau can't get it. He goes to first. Gets the out. South Korea scores their 11th run. So Charbonneau stays with it. But South Korea extends their lead to 7. Two outs, runner on third for Ji-Hoon Shin. Couple of singles tonight. First pitch up high from Marr. That was a screamer, 1-1.
Sun starting to set. Beautiful tonight.
No better place for this championship. 1-1. Shin goes right through it, and that's something that South Korea hasn't done too much of tonight. A swing and miss. As you look in at Max Baer Park in the hills of Northern California. 1-2. Shin backs up. I think he might have wanted time.
Well, I know he didn't want to swing.
Yeah, works out in his favor. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Shin hits one to short. That goes off Marr's glove. Right behind him. Pavona makes the play. The shortstops have had to back up on a few plays tonight. Pavona makes it happen. It's the final chance for California when we come back. South Korea 3 outs away from a 4th in 2026 for intermediate baseball. The first pitch is a half swing by Cheney, and he goes around. It'll be the final batter in the California order, and then back to the top as they try and pull off a miracle, down by 7 runs. Cheney is 1 for 2 with a single.
Sean Scaly, Brian Heath, Chad Robertson, Doug Schello, Charlie Cruz, Ethan Farron, Nick hasn't stopped. Ron Castro, Tony West, Jacob France, Graham Carpenter, Daniel Lopez, Sergi Pruro, Sam Jack, Eric Knight, Michael Hunkel, Rick Hardy, David Castro, Stephen Lowe. These are the people behind the truck, behind the scenes, I should say, who help bring you everything that you see and have seen for the past week. And a big thank you. And of course, Audra Silman. Without her, Sam, where are we?
Having a tough time, I can tell you that.
She gives us all the statistics we need, all the history, and it's on the spot job work. And we say it all the time. You hear our voices, you see our faces, but it's behind the faces you don't see that are the MVPs.
3 balls and 2 strikes on Cheney. He stays alive and fouls off. Another pitch by So-Ha Kim. Just heard how many people it took to make this week possible on ESPN Plus. Could not be more grateful for a fantastic week in Livermore.
And of course, we can't forget Rudy, our music man, who has been here the majority of the week. Sensational. Plays the music here every year.
Cheney's going to work a leadoff walk for California. That's exactly what they needed to get this inning going, trailing by 7. Back at the top of the order, Cruz Charbonneau is over 2 with a walk tonight.
We've seen comebacks. And then the 7th inning as well.
That is popped back and foul by Charbonneau, 0-1.
Was it down 10-2 against Pennsylvania? Big walk-off win in the bottom of the 7th.
Up high. And what a run it's been for both of these teams. For the West, losing their district championship, going the long way, beating a tough Hawaii team in the West Regional. They've been 3-0 so far here on their home field. South Korea bouncing back from a loss against Puerto Rico. They go back to the international championship and beat that same Puerto Rico team. Charbonneau ahead of it as he fouls it off, and it's 2-2.
Charbonneau, I tell you what, you talk about a catalyst of a team, you're looking at him right there. He'll let you know how he's feeling, and then there's a smile. I mean, this is the beauty of youth sports. Having fun.
Breaking ball, and Charbonneau skies it right side. Kim makes the catch by the line. 1 down. Merlin Newton III with a wave to the crowd as he steps up for his at-bat. 1 away and a runner on.
With 1 out, batting for the West, number 8.
Also
Merlin
plays
Newton
quarterback for his
III.
football team, so he's got the leadership skills. A 2-run double.
And the arm.
Certainly. A terrific game on the mound yesterday. Breaking ball hit to third. Cho to second base for 1. Back to first. Not in time.
Wow. I tell you, the athleticism from this South Korean infield is incredible. Cho gets rid of this ball so quickly to Kim at second. Kim's not even at the bag, but watch this. Kim's not at the bag, and Kim tries to get the double play on the backside. This is some kind of display that we've seen from South Korea throughout the entire game.
So the final chance for California is Caleb Wan. First pitch glides in for a called strike. Wan has walked twice. He's got an RBI single tonight as well.
12:32 in midday in Seoul, Korea right now. So you know many are watching this game.
Called strike 2 on Wan. So-Ha Kim started this game. He came back on the mound. Now 1 strike away. Start the celebration, South Korea. You have won the 2026 Little League Intermediate Baseball World Series Championship.
Little League Intermediate World Series Champion.